Alright, welcome back to my mugshot. Alright, today's video is going to be simple. This is about cell phones. Should I or should I not buy a new cell phone this coming up year? Well, ask yourself a simple question. Number one, can I afford this new cell phone? Or can I not? Another question to ask yourself is, what about this new cell phone? What is it going to do for me that my current phone does not do for me? Is the new technology or new upgrades that are coming with this new device, is it going to improve my life? Is it going to improve the way I use my current cell phone now? Okay? If you can't answer the first two questions, then obviously you shouldn't be thinking about buying a new device. It's a well-known fact that over the last probably 10 years now, Apple and Android, whether you buy a Samsung or a Google phone or any of the other name brands out there, they seem to come up with a new device every single year. Okay? For instance, like right now, I'm recording this on my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra with the 512 gigabyte option, okay, and 12 gigabytes of RAM, okay. This phone suits me fine. Why did I buy this phone? Well, when this phone came out last year, I actually had the money to purchase a new phone, so I did. Now, this phone cost me roughly $1,600 after taxes and stuff from its original price. I think it was like around 14 something, I think it was. And that's the only reason why I bought it, because I had the money at the time to buy it. And you know, I've been a technical guru for years. I build my own computers. I fix them, I upgrade them. You know, there's nothing with a PC or pretty much a telephone that I can't do. Okay. So basically, like with this phone here, about the only thing I do with this phone is I make phone calls. Okay. It's also used as my alarm clock. Okay. I do take pictures every now and again. And lately I've been, making videos talking about different topics. Okay. This is what I like to do sometimes when I got free time and let's face it, I'm bored. What a time to make videos, huh? Is when you're bored. So basically, you got to ask yourself. Like for me, for instance, for what I use this phone for, there's no reason in the world for me to upgrade. When I bought this phone here will come with 5 Android upgrades, software-wise. Okay, and 4 years of security patches. Okay. I don't make YouTube videos all the time, you know. There's no reason, I'm not YouTube is not a full-time job for me. It's just something I like to do on the side for fun. So there's no reason for me to go out and buy expensive camera equipment or anything like that. So, I don't need a new phone. I told my wife, I said, the next time I buy a new phone, it has to accomplish one of a few things. A, if it can't brush my teeth, make my bed, or even wipe my rear end, there's no reason for me to buy another new phone. Okay? This one works fine. The only other time I would consider buying another phone, if this one had broke and it was not repairable, or it would be too much money to go ahead and have it repaired. Now, in the past, most phones I've purchased for myself, separate from the wife, I always purchased on eBay. And I'll give you a perfect example. Back in the day, it's been probably about 15 years now, when the Samsung Galaxy S3 first came around. Till this day, that was considered probably one of the best trouble-free phones that Samsung ever came out with. At the time, at the store, at the cell phone store, I believe that phone was going for $650. Okay, I believe it only came with It only came with 16 gigabytes of storage at the time, maybe 2 or 3 megabytes of RAM. I don't remember exactly. So, hey, I wanted it. Guys at work had had it. So, what did I do? I did the next best thing. I went to eBay. I spent approximately 30 days and anywhere from 2 to 4 hours every single day going through listing after listing after listing after listing till I finally found one that turned out to be a great deal. Not only was it still brand new and never activated, it was still in its original factory package, and that includes box, security tape, okay, those little round pieces of tape that they put on the edge, of security seals, basically what they are. And at the time, those boxes were wrapped up in a plastic film. I paid a whopping $325 for that phone, okay? So pretty much most of my phones that I've purchased brand new, okay? Some I bought secondhand, but it was still a lot cheaper than going to the cell phone store and buying it through them. And I've always paid in cash for my phones, okay? Well, let's just face it. Nowadays, because cell phones are the most widely used piece of technology we have out there now, these companies want you to replace your phones every single year, okay? Don't. If you don't need the phone, if you don't have the money to buy the phone, don't buy it. If this new phone is not going to do, if you're not going to use this new phone for anything different than what you're already using it for now, there's absolutely no reason in the world to go out and put down big dollars on buying that new phone. Zero. Okay? Absolutely a waste of money. Save yourself the time, the headache, and the money. Do not buy it. Okay? The only ones that are going to buy them, quite frankly, people that are, they want to flaunt. They want to flaunt their wealth, pretty much. People out there, oh, yeah, I got the newest and the greatest thing, I can afford to buy it. Blah, 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 blah. They're a bunch of suckers. Okay? They're being taken every time they go and they buy that phone. All right? Like I said, unless you're into some kind of film production and that new phone is going to have, like, say, maybe a lot better camera quality or better video recording quality, and they need that for their business. And there are a lot of people out there who strictly make money now just by filming YouTube videos. That's fine. They're going to be the ones that buy it. But you're an everyday Joan and Jay like myself, and all you're going to do is make phone calls, maybe text, maybe search the web, take a few pictures here and there, and maybe film a small video here and there. You don't need to buy a new phone, okay? Because quite frankly, that's all I do. I talk, I text, I surf the web, okay? And on my particular job, there are times throughout the day where there's not much to do. I got time to just sit back, open up YouTube, and I watch YouTube videos. That's all I do all day. There's absolutely no reason in the world for me to go out and buy myself a new cell phone just because it's new. Big deal. All right? It's not worth it. Another thing you should really take in consideration, if you don't want to have to go spend that money on another cell phone, you need to protect the one that you have. Okay? Mine is sitting in a OtterBox Defender case with a screen protector. It's been like that since the first day I bought it. I've dropped this phone a few times. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? Another thing, it's a good idea to have a screen protector, but I will tell you this, a screen protector is not going to prevent your screen from getting smashed. If you drop it on the ground just right, you will smash that screen. All a screen protector really is good for is keeping you from scratching the crap out of the actual screen itself. That's all the screen protector is for. And when it has come time for me to sell phones in the past, I've always made good money off the phones that I sold. Why? Because they were always in mint condition when I sold them, because I protected them from day one with a decent quality case and a screen protector. So, you know, do yourself a favor, especially in these hard times that we're all experiencing. If you cannot afford that new phone, and if you really, really do not need that new device, do yourself a favor and don't buy it. I don't care if it's an Apple or an Android. If you don't need it or you can't afford it, and if it's not going to do anything different your current device does, save yourself the money. Don't buy it. Ciao.